Afternoon, team. It's 5 o'clock, which means it is the top fives on Thursday. Stephen Buck up front with me. How are you, dude?
I'm very well, thanks, mate. How are you doing?
Look at that lovely round shiny head. And then there's Alex downstairs. How are you, dude?
I'm very well, thank you very much, sir. How are you?
Happy days, mate. Hey, did you know? If you
Can I
put
just
top
say-
into Google,
What happens?
we come up first. Lovely.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. What were you going to
I
say,
know.
Alex?
I was going to say, are you sporting a fresh trim there, Gav Mack?
Oh, yes, I
He
am.
is as well. Look at him and his shiny head.
And I got it done at Milano's Barbershop in Northampton. So if you are in Northampton, you fancy a fresh trim, go get yourself a trim from Milano's Barbershop. Oh, they love it. They love it. Look at that. Right, this week on the top fives, it is our top five favourite / best football kits. We've done the worst ones, and you'll be able to see that in links that Alex will be putting up later on via YouTube. And you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is going on the bottom there, at 12 Top Football, on all social media platforms. You could be watching this on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Periscope. We're everywhere now. Imagine that. Look at our lovely, handsome faces. Right then, yeah, so our favourite / best 5 kits of all time. Stephen Buck, who's your number 5?
So my number 5 was the women's kit from the last World Cup, specifically the USA women's kit from the last World Cup.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty shiny, that.
They've had a couple of, they have had a couple of absolutely shockingly kits over the years. There was that one that we were talking about earlier on where it almost had like the stars and stripes come diagonal across their chest. Nicest look, if we're honest.
Shocker.
But when they got to that World Cup, you had a clean, crisp, white shirt, blue and red trim around the sleeve line. It looked a professional outfit, and it was good enough that even as the guys, you're looking, sitting and going, "Yeah, I quite fancy that kit." That's a kit.
Shock! The Spurs fan picks a white kit.
What can I say? It's all about the colouring, my friend. It's all about the colouring.
All kits matter. Who's number 4?
So, number 4. Number 4 for me was the Ajax 95-96 season home kit.
Do you know what? Yeah, I love this kit.
Yeah,
That's
a strong kit. That's a strong kit.
What's your reason behind it? I want to know if it's the same as me.
Building up to that, Ajax has got a kit that is classic throughout the years. There's been very little dramatic changes to it. So it still looks modern and sharp years later. Leading up to that kit, Umbro had been messing around. They'd changed the badge location, made the Umbro a bit bigger, messed around with the thickness of the red. So it just didn't quite go. And then they launched this one, and they nailed it.
See, what I love about this
Beautiful.
is the badge is sort of like in the shirt.
In the background of the shirt.
Yeah.
Dig that.
The only small change I would have made to that shirt to make it even better is, the little red and white trim on the collar. If they'd have just kept that clean white, or clean red, you can't beat that.
Always reminds me of Iron Brew, that, because the sponsorship just looks like Iron Brew. I know it's not, but it just always
it's the bank.
Iron Brew.
Yeah.
Who's number 3?
But it's a great shirt. And just to piggyback off what Bucky said, I think home shirts should be like that. They should always stay the classic home shirt. You know what I mean? So like Arsenal should red top, white sleeves, Spurs all white, Man United red and black, Liverpool kind of all red, Everton blue. Yeah, I feel like it should always be that traditional style. Maybe obviously change it every now, like the trimmings and stuff every other year, but. The Ajax kit, synonymous, isn't it, for Ajax? The white with the red in the middle. It's definitely,
Definitely. Who's your number 3?
So for number 3, I've gone for more of a modern twist, and one that is typically when you look at the African nations, they don't tend to get the best kits, if we're honest. Those tend to get reserved for the likes of your Brazils and your Germanys. But honestly, Nigeria kit, 2018. Oh my God, what a kit that was.
Where is the Kleenex?
I mean, this was a kit that was so popular. It was the fastest selling kit of the entire World Cup.
Yeah.
You couldn't even buy one. You couldn't order one. It was just amazing. If anybody does have one of those out there, please get it out of your cupboard.
You can't even buy a knockoff version of it because it just went like hotcakes.
It's just stunning. And if anyone doesn't want their kit, by all means, send it to me, to up top.
Yeah.
And I will put it up on the wall.
Yeah, 100%. I'll wear it.
Kit.
I'll wear it. I don't think my Caribbean pals will enjoy me wearing it, but I'm going to do it anyway. Just before we continue, there was a question. There was something that was put out there by Jamie Elliott, who's part of Three in the Bull, one of the podcasts that I'm part of. And he said, "Do you know the secret behind the Ajax badge?" And I didn't know this, but the badge is made up of 11 lines to represent the 11 players on the pitch.
Boom.
That, you might need that in the future. That's solid trivia. Top man, Jamie. Thanks for putting that in there.
Yeah.
Right then.
Great.
Number 2 on your list.
Number two for me was the clean white again with orange and black red going across the chest of Germany 1990.
Deutschland.
Now,
look at that.
We're talking about a kit here that is what, 40 years old now?
30 years old now, isn't it?
Calm down, Bucky. Jeez, calm down.
We're in 2020.
You've just added 10 years to all of our ages.
Yeah,
you've just added 10 years to all of our ages.
Now, if you take that kit right now and just make it more tight fitting, so it's more kind of modern in its design, its fit, that kit would still look like a brand new, modern, fresh number.
I still think it does. Cotton's got it, and he wears it, and it just it looks new. I love it. Absolutely love it.
It's just a brilliant kit. There was a couple of others that Germany have had that have looked pretty reasonable. The most recent one where they've had the kind of grey effect coming across the chest is quite nice. But that number from 1990 is it's a stunning kit.
Out on the money, isn't it? And who's your number 1?
Keeping with the timeless aspect of things that just haven't aged, I've actually gone with England's 66 red and white kit. And there's a couple of reasons behind this. One, again, you're looking at a kit that is decades old, but it still looks clean. It looks modern, crisp. And actually, it's a kit that is so good, we've spent the last 20 years trying to replicate it in the modern game. And we still can't get it right. Everyone's tried to add their little twin kinker on it, and I'll just make that a little bit different. We'll add the badge a little bit different over here. It doesn't look as good. That kit is timeless.
Yes.
So for me, those first two are timeless kits that just have not aged at all. They are spot on. Well done, those people that designed them kits.
Happy days. Right, go on then. I'm going to squeeze in there. My number 5, Aston Villa 94-95. I love retro, man. I love retro so much. I love how it works.
That one?
I love it. And I love because Villa's kit this year, they've tried to, a bit like with Arsenal, they've tried to make it look like an old shirt, but they haven't quite nailed it. They should have done that one again. Just as it is, don't change it. That kit, bang on the money. Always loved it. One of my favourite Premier League away kits ever. Really is. It's just,
wow.
Love it. Number 4. My boy's Palermo, man.
And there's always going to be a Palermo or a Leeds reference somewhere, won't there?
And King Mark Bresciano, wearing my favourite shirt number as well, just dancing through the West Ham defence in the Europa League. That was actually the year that I became a Palermo fan as well. In like the 2006-2007 home shirt, I had the 08-09 away and third kit. The away one was white with black trim, so white with pink trim, and then the third kit was black with pink trim. And they're all lovely, but you can't go wrong with the classic pink. And Mark Bresciano, I just realised, looks a bit like you, Buck.
Nah,
he does. He really does.
Oh, Buck.
Better looking than that and less paid as well. So
Mark Bresciano is king, mate. Number 3, I could have picked any of their kits over their creation, and that is Croatia. But I've gone with
that's a classic one.
I've gone with the World Cup '98 one, and the reason why I've gone with that one over others, the home kits of theirs, is that I like that it separates into just white on one side, and then it's got the checkers across. But I was looking at all their away kits, all the blue ones, and I was like, which one of those do I pick? I can't pick one in particular. So out of all the home kits, that was one that stood out for me.
What a side, by the way, at 9.
God.
They finished third, didn't they?
They finished third, yeah.
Fourth. It was either third or fourth that year.
Yeah, they beat Holland on pens, didn't they? I'm sure they finished third. Yeah. Number 2. Got to get a Gooner shirt in there. This is my favourite Arsenal away kit. It really is. And I had it and it went missing and I've never seen it since. And I'm devastated that I don't have it anymore. And that was the 02-03 away kit. The blue fading into the white with the 02. It just worked for me. And I'm devastated that we didn't win anything that year, because that's the year I would say that we were probably the best in terms of the way we played the game, the team cohesion. That year, I felt like we stepped up as a team. Then from the 01-02, I thought we were unlucky that year. And were you going to say something, Dog?
All I was just going to say is that you're right, but that was that team led into what happened the following season, didn't it? So
yeah, it did. And then my number 1, my home nation, Jamaica, World Cup '98 kit. Right, this kit, right? There was a setting on, was it? I can't remember if it was on FIFA '98. Yeah, it was FIFA. No, not FIFA. No, FIFA '99, where you could make your own kit, and there was a pattern which was very similar to that going down the left-hand side. And I always used to make it red, white, and black, and red in the main bit, and then the white and black with the pattern on it. And I just loved it. Always loved it. And with that, we were able to pick up 3 points in our maiden tournament, our only tournament that we've ever been in. And yeah, it was against the Japanese side, but it don't matter. We were so unlucky against Croatia, actually, in that tournament. We lost 2-1, and it was 1-1 for a long time. I thought we were unlucky. Yeah, we got battered by Argentina, but that's going to happen. Like, look who they had at the time. But yeah, that Jamaica kit will always remain iconic, and I absolutely love it. Jamie's still watching the show, and he said that the Mexico '98 kit was a classic. Yes, it was a classic.
Was that the one that had all the Aztec symbol on the front of it?
Yeah, and had like a face in it as well.
Yeah. Sick.
Right then, Alex, you're the anchor man.
Okay, so bringing it home then. So starting off,
maybe good.
It appears that a lot of our kits are from the 90s. It seems like that was a golden age for kits in football in general. Yeah. That's where I'm going first, and I'm going West Germany home, 1994, which is kind of like the concept of the 1990 kit, and they've just moved the red, black, and the orange slightly further up the shirt, and they've gone slightly. Was it squares or diamonds? Whatever. But it's lovely. It's lovely. The same. There's like Bucky said with the 1990 kit. You could put that out now with the tailored style that football kits come in, and it would be as fresh today as it was back then.
So just to follow that, you can buy that kit now in a tailored style. If you look online, it is available in fitted sleeves, fitted format.
And that's a bit of me, that. The tighter the better, 100%.
I feel like we've got another kit that's even more a bit of you, Gav, coming up. So
oh yeah, go on then. Who's number 4 then?
Well, number 4, from our hometown, Northampton Town, home kit, 1995.
You've actually told me about this a few times. You buzz off this kit.
I do. I just like I love the lotto, the L's on the shoulder, the one so turned upside down on its side, and then obviously it's flipped over, the one below. I like the lotto that goes across the obviously the middle there. The badge is in a good place, and then the rest of the kit's just simple claret colour for the cobblers. And yeah, obviously, I mean, cobblers are in a lower division, but it doesn't stop them from having a fire kit in my eyes.
No.
And Also, I like Lotto. Lotto's classic Italian for me. Roberto Baggio, and that's never a bad association for me as well.
You saved yourself there. Who's your number 3?
Number 3, I'm going back in time for this one. I think it's a bit of a timeless, and it's the Argentina home kit that they wore in the 1978 World Cup.
Mm.
The blue and white stripes. I love a bit of a blue and white. Trying to think about to the NFL. I like the Chargers powder blue and white.
Oh my God, how thick is that shirt?
Exactly right, and this Argentina kit is very much along those that vibes. It's the nice
type of
powder blue,
isn't it?
Yeah, exactly, white, and it's clean. You've just got the typical badge. You've got the stars above to signify how many World Cups they've won, and you've just got nice, clean white stripes. Perfect, like the England kit from 1966, like the Germany kit from 1970 with the white and the black trim. It's just, you think of Argentina, you think of that kit, that where everything stems from, doesn't it? Blue and white stripes.
100%. Right then, who's your number 2?
Number 2, I had to get an Arsenal kit in here, just like you did with yours, and I went with the Arsenal away 1992, a shirt that you've worn on the show, Gav, the bruised banana.
Bruised banana.
The bruised banana with the Adidas kind of with the arrows and the stripes and the red trim, the red JVC, which for me is that's peak Arsenal for me.
That is
the JVC sponsorship. Ian Wright, I can just picture Ian Wright wheeling away, scoring goals after goals after goals, bagging on a weekly basis in that kit, and it will forever be known for me as when I first fell in love with Arsenal when they were wearing that kit. So, yeah, that one has a special place in my heart. That does.
Love that. I love that kit. It's my second favourite Arsenal away kit.
I was going to say, when you said the O2 one, I was like, oh well.
Yeah, they're not far off each other. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you how close they are to each other.
Miles off each other.
No, I'll tell you how close they are for me.
The O2 one, I like as a non-Arsenal fan. The bruised banana, I've never, ever, ever rated.
There you go.
It looks like you've dipped it in mud.
No, I'll tell you what. How close they are. They are Premier League last day of the season, 2012. That's how close they are in my standards. So Man United, they were winning the league in the 90th minute. That's the bruised banana, and then with seconds to go, Man City overtake it. That's what the O2 one does for me. Who's your number 1?
So I've been a bit cheeky here and gone a bit taking liberties with this number 1. However, this was shared to us by a good friend Stephen Cotton of the who also does the show as well a couple of months ago, and it was a concept kit. We didn't think it was a concept kit. We actually thought it was a proper kit, and in some circles, apparently, it has actually been released. Though I'm yet to believe those, but it's this kit that represents the Ottoman Empire. When Gav puts it up on the screen, it is phenomenal. It's the kind of shirt that you can wear out on a night out, and nobody will know that it's a football kit because it is that clean. Oh
that
my lord!
Is the best
nothing more needs to be said. It's
in
just
the history of mankind. I'm going to leave back at that.
look at that.
You don't need to look at our faces anymore because this kit is sexual.
It is.
It does look like it's been designed for a sultan. Yeah, you basically just become royalty by donning that kit.
Immediately so.
You'd be exactly batting. Put it this way: that kit is so good, you'll be batting off the girls left, right, and centre. That's how good it is.
Well, it's a bit Fred Perry in its design, isn't it? It's very kind of Fred Perry. I like it. I love it. I think it's a great kit.
Like, have you actually seen that before?
That's the first time I've seen that kit, and I'm generally looking at it going,
yeah, I need that in my life. Yeah. And that's exactly what happened to me. Now, this morning, I was looking for an image for that. So I put it into Google, and someone tweeted it. So I was like, wow, I'm going to have a look at that. I then tagged Alex and Cotton into it, and I can't find it on Twitter anymore. which means that this guy is either scared that we're going to jack his style, or he's lying and deleted it. But we will hunt that down. We will find it and we will wear it. You've been watching Two Up Top, the top five midfield, we call this section of the show, live on Facebook, Twitter, via Periscope, Twitch, and YouTube. And you can follow our YouTube channel underneath there at Two Up Top, and that's our social media handle on all things. Thank you, everybody, for your contributions. If you've got an idea for the show, let us know. And then we'll put our £2 worth in, and we'll break down the top fives for you. And did you know, if you put Two Up Top into Google, our name comes up first. Thanks, guys, and goodbye.